Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel. It's Tuesday night and it's time for the Mazda Cup. Welcome Az, welcome Fat Man. For those of you that aren't aware, if you're not on Twitch, today is the anniversary of me becoming an affiliate with Twitch all that time ago, probably a year ago. I think it was a year ago yesterday. So there's a big whoop whoop. We haven't come massively far with Twitch, but it's a massive platform that we've got to find a way of getting our road into. But YouTube we're pushing on with, and we're doing quite well. So before anything starts, thank you very much for your support, everybody. Thank you. So servers up. I'm just going to do the chat. We're down a couple of races tonight. Thank you, Wilkie. We're down a couple of races. Mikey has unfortunately injured himself on a set of stairs today. As far as I know, he's not joining us, which is a shame. But and Triple is also otherwise occupied. Occupied. In his own words, something's come up. A lot of things are more important than what we do here, so it doesn't matter that they're not here. I just hope they come back next week when all is well. Let's try and find the chat. There we go. But as it is, we've got a small group of racers, and tonight is going to be epic, I think. Good evening, Wilkie. Good evening, Mr. Ball. And now I can see YouTube chat in Twitch, but I can't see Twitch chat in YouTube, which is interesting. I don't think the chat has started. Start party. There we go. Now it has. 2 goes of asking. We're going to do a quick review of something went wrong. Try joining party later. Oh, okay. Well, let's do the couple of bits of admin that we've got to do first. So let's do that first, and then we'll come back to that when it's working. Good evening, Silver Surfer. It's going absolutely fabulous. No dramas here at all. So we've got the results from Friday's race. These are posted this afternoon or early this evening. As we can see there, Big Bad Barry's taken the top spot on 90 points overall. Triple is in second with 85. Damo is in third with 74. I've made my way up to fourth with 68. Dutch is in fifth with a great result last week on Friday, up to 64. Big Popper in sixth. Big Daz in seventh. Javs in eighth. JB in ninth. Seb missed a round, so he's got 45 there. He was on for a good one, but don't forget, this is all drop around. So at the minute, you could count the best score out of the two, and Triple's up there potentially in second place. Sorry, Seb's up there potentially in second place. So nobody's lost anything at this point. Hiya, Wilkie's just come over to YouTube. So Fat Man there in 11th. I know he'll be disappointed with his results there. Chippy, he missed the first round, so 37 points. That would push him somewhere up to fifth place or so. Mikey on 30. Ginger Gandhi on 27. There's a couple of places in this league if anybody wants to join us. I know it's probably a bit late, but you still can. So that's the updated positions for round 2 of the GR3 league. And I suppose now it's probably the best time to post or discuss the results from... I can't do it from here, I've got to do it from a phone. To see where we are in the league here today, because this is round 3 now. Let's post the picture here. This is round 3, so as it is, this is the more relevant to what we're going on with. So on the right hand side, the very right hand side, you can see the results from last week, and on the left hand side, or the middle, is the total points. So Chippy won last week, I came second, Triple in third, JB fourth, Big Popper fifth. And this week, the total points at this point, again, only 5 rounds out of 6 will count. You can drop around. We have Triple on 87 in first, Chippy on 80 in second. I'm in third place on 76, Big Popper in fourth on 69, JB in fifth on 63. And as you can see, as we filter down those results, you can see Seb down there on 46. That would put him kind of third place, fourth place maybe on current results. So he's not out of it at this point. And there's still plenty of rounds to go. Anything could happen. Today is at Brands Hatch. It's the Indy circuit. And the practice we saw the other day was quite significant. There was genuinely some really, really fast people putting some laps in. Really, really fast laps. So it's going to be pretty hardcore tonight. Good evening, Seth and On. Good evening, Azza. Oh, Azza's already been in. I didn't know I'd said that already. But don't mind saying good hello twice. If we clicked enter, no we haven't, there we go. So, what was I going to do? I was going to try and get the chat up. It's put me off, the chat not working. See if we can get it to work. Yes, invitations are sent and it's up and running. So anybody joining can join. We've got some volume. Yes, we have.
Evening, Jim.
Good evening, Matthew. Good evening, Mr. Gandhi. Ooh. How we do, fella? Let's go put some laps in. Just. Yeah, I've got to go back to it, haven't I had a dream, I think, last night about that time trial. Somebody said you've just got to banzai the corners at the end. You've just got to go flat out on like the Aqua Minerale. You've just got to try and ace it at full pelt. You've just got to try and do it to get anywhere near. So it's. Well, you're doing all right, mate. 37th in the UK is pretty decent. It's a frustrating one because I'm messing up the first corner, ruining the whole lap, and it's such a long way. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Evening, Mikey. How you doing? Have you had any medical advice yet? Just hardcoring it out. No, understand that. It's just that you don't think it's more serious. You just think it's a couple of tweaks and you'll get over it. Any bruising? Right. Yeah. What did you do? Mikey's at confession. You don't change gears. That's right. You went manual. Good man. Good man. It all comes to us in the end, you know, the ability to have to do something you don't really want to do. We'll have to... Are you going to try and race? Wow, so Mikey is going to give it a go tonight. I've just noticed he's number 1 on the list there, isn't he? So... It's Chippy we got to deal with, isn't it? Chippy is super quick here. Early days. Early days. Let's see what we can do on these hards. Time is it? 9:37. So we've got a good half an hour at this. See if we can keep the car in 4th round 1st gear. That's the plan. Tonight, after we finish racing, I'm going to try and get the first license test video done. I already filmed it last night. You'll be pleased to know we are in the top 10 in the world. Even Damo. We managed to set a decent time. Oh yeah, Damo had pedal problems last week, didn't he? Got to brake earlier for that corner, 100% sure of that. Where do we get the penalty line? Where is that? Just trying to concentrate on this, and I apologise if I'm quiet. The back end of this car is all over the place. Got to slow the car down, I think, a bit. I'm turning in whilst the car's rotating, that's the problem. The car's rotating on its own. Same thing. Just got to learn to control this car. Chippy will show us the way. Chippy will be well quick. Pretty sure I'm going to pick up a penalty for that. Yeah. Purple sector one and a penalty to boot. Fastest lap with a half-second penalty. .54.7 to catch. Got a feeling there's going to be a bit of door-to-door tonight. There isn't going to be much room for these cars on the track. I don't think it's going to be wide enough. Yeah. My missus has had it about a week and a half. She's just getting over it now. .55.3 on hards. Very good. Tyre wear's really good here. Up at the first split. Just carried too much pace there. Lot to learn still. Getting faster. Dutch is pushing up there, look. Two and a half tenths down after being a tenth up. How's that a thing? It was only one corner. Are we going to see a 52 tonight? I kind of guess we will. Damo's gone to mediums. Oh yeah? Who went to mediums then at the front? Ah, it was Fat Man. Okay. It's time for me to change to mediums. A 54775, which ain't bad, just behind Fat Man. Well, those hards will clearly do 20 laps, piece of cake. They'll easily do 20 minutes. Yeah. 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 Coming out. Yeah, you can do the turning too much thing. I still suffer from it. This car especially, this car suffers from the fact that you turn in and it makes the back end of the car go. You don't quite have to turn it as much as you think you need to. Ooh. I've just been pushed down a place or two, back up to second. Not a bad mediums lap. Javs has just nipped ahead. Don't know if I should be letting it flow out wider there, I think maybe. Chippy's on softs. Half a tank of fuel now. Coming out. It's definitely third gear around here. Definitely. Give chance Mikey to get away. Locked up a bit there. Crossed up, should I say, rather than locked up. Unlucky Mikey. I was trying to keep with you for slipstream. Bit naughty, but there we go. I didn't brake enough then. Clearly didn't. Chippy's coming back a bit, look. Back off a bit from jabs, give herself a bit of a run. Jabs has just gone faster than Chippy. Tyres have just gone off the boil, haven't they? Just then we've got the penalty, so. What tyres you on? Softs, okay. I don't think there's any need to... Well, there might be. It's a 10-minute quali, isn't it? We might get 5 and 5 with a pit stop in. Might just need to pit the once. In quali, yeah. My tyres will be cooked after 6 laps. Interesting to serve the penalty right at the pit lane exit. That's the right way to treat a new set of tyres. Pirouette into the gravel pit. We're at about time where we've got to do a track walk anyway, haven't we? Let's do that. Right, let's see who we got. We're a few down, but there's no drama there. Let's see. So Javs, he's sitting at the top of the timing chart. He has a 53.631. 53.203. Is that what it says? Javs, he's just gone, yeah, 53.203. And he's just taken the fastest lap of the night. Very good, very good. He's always fast though, is Javs. Somebody to race against. Not had the best of the rub of the green through both of the championships, to be honest. Chippy's just gone top again, so let's take a look at Chippy. Chippy's just gone round Damo. Damo's had a little roll. Yeah, Chippy's a 53.001. He's on half a tank of fuel and burnt softs, so there's plenty of time in it. Chippy proved he was quick last week when we did the little bit of practice on Friday night. He showed his colours then. Very, very quick. Expect him to be in the 52s, definitely on softs later in the race. So Fat Man, just outside the 52s, a 53.119. I think he's probably slightly quicker than that for his best lap. No, I think 53.119 is his best lap. Yeah. So he's fresh off his qualifying tactic or hot lap antics at Monza. He's is that a new skin as well? Just changed the colour. Okay, okay. But yeah, down to Seb, who's currently in fourth in the timing charts of 53.737. Everybody's now on softs with a lower fuel weight. So and the yellow North Face 420 sponsored cars, Adidas on the back, of course. What else would you have? Damo's found a nice place to park. Dutch in his Rick and Morty. No, it's not Rick and Morty on this occasion. It's Monster Munch. So Dutch, a 54.063. Mikey, how are you feeling, Mikey? Your ankle's going to make it. He's been hobbling around all day as Mikey. A little bit of an injury. He nearly threw himself down the stairs getting the kids ready this morning. Rolled over both ankles, which can't be pleasant. But he's also on a manual gearbox, which is just giving him a little bit of a extra kick this afternoon. So what would we say his fastest lap is? Somewhere around a 54.2 maybe? 54.1, there we go. Ginger Gandhi, next up. He's got another shark-faced livery. 1.5 back from the fastest time of 52.998. So he's a 54.4, somewhere around there. Just trying to find the speed with the car, getting the confidence up and wanting the ability to boot it through the corners. Big Daz is just putting laps in. It looks like he's just starting to run again. He's on softs now, so should be picking up some pace. There's me sat in the pits. Happy days. There you can see the car just on the side of the road. So around about 7 minutes to quali, folks. No Big Popper and no JB, it seems. Which is unusual of late. Just checking the text messages to make sure I've had no notifications. If anything, Big Popper is making his way busily home. No, no messages. So we just have to trust in the process. Let's go and put a set of softs on and practice for the old qualify session. Nope. See if we can get out of Seb's way. So I'm about 0.4 of a second off these guys. And I know they had more fuel than me, so I am chasing it. Anticipate, well, I think we're always targeting top 5. That always comes out of my mouth at some point. Down a second gear for this one. Again, oversteered the car. And there it is again, back end just wanting to go. Couldn't get my hands there in time. Need more volume. There we go. Hey Hayden, welcome. I didn't see whoever that was come past me. I guess they must have quit. They're really knocking the time out of that. 52.7. Thanks, Gandhi. Nicely through there, Mikey. That was quick. Yeah, fourth gear all the way around there. Javs has just left. Guess he's going to change his oil, I guess. Still waiting on Big Popper and JB. If they're not here by the past, we will go. I've had no message from either, so. Good evening, Doug. Welcome. Sorry, good morning, Doug. Yeah. V8 one. Yeah, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? A little bit of extra oomph. There was a special turbo MX-5 as well, wasn't there, at a time? There was actually a turbocharged one. Mikey just demonstrating how to do the old 3-point turn. So 53.5 is my quickest on a full tank. Yeah, and the tyres are too far gone at this point, aren't they? Can we go in there? Can we do donuts in this little bit? We probably can, you know. No, there's a wall in there, look, you can't do anything with it. Oh, that's a shame. I tried. It just got in a little bit. You can't actually donuts in there, which is a shame. There's a wall. Yeah, there's definitely a wall in there. No. Would have been nice if I could do a full donut in there. That'd be a trick to do, wouldn't it? Well, you can't late pit through there. That wouldn't work. It's warm in here, Christ. Donuts are fun, absolutely they are. Wrong type of donut though. Omega, welcome. I'm not a big fan of donuts, especially the freshly cooked fair type donut. Just the smell just does me in. I can't be doing with it. But a nice cold custard filled or toffee filled donut is really quite nice. But it has to be cold, and it has to be the one without the hole in the middle. It has to have like a topping to it. Like a nice donut is quite nice. But not... Oh, Nutella. Dearie me. Is it warm though, or is it cold? Warm, yeah, I can't do the warm ones. They just don't feel, smell right. He's not called Fat Man for nothing. He loves a donut or 5. Yeah, can't blame you. You only live once. Well, you got a figure to think of. Yeah. One for each hand, he says, and finger. No, pits isn't blocked. We can still drive through, look. I got damage, hadn't I? So, I was just seeing what it was to drive like with the damage. Quite a bit of damage. Straightened it all out. That's a strange question. Yeah, same as mine. Don't know, no idea, Mr. Azza. I'm guessing there's something up because neither are here, so Big Papa normally messages to say he's on the way, and JB's never late, but no issue. As I say, people have got things, they got lives to lead, so you can always drop around, there's no drama. So More than likely, Doug. More than likely. More than likely. Duff nuts. I don't know whether they're going to sit out the race because it's a horrible little circuit, or whether they are doing something else. Don't know. .53.9, but we're well over our fuel level, aren't we, for the qualifying? Right. Let's just check entries. There's 10 of us. Okay, well, it's enough to get the race going. It's easier now. Don't have to go out and get an Uber. No, because you can get them to come with the donuts, can't you? Get them delivered. Uber deliver. It's just the way it is. I agree with the fish and chips by the sea, definitely. There's up near you, Matthew. There's a chippy called Red Bank Road Chippy.
Yeah, I know where it is, yeah.
Yeah, I used to live just down the road from there, and every time we go back to Blackpool, we always have to go. There's two chippies right next to each other. There's the one with the sit down and the one that isn't sit down.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you can get your wrapped chips, walk up to the top, sit on the wooden bench behind the tram station, look out over the sea, look out over the cliffs. They're not really cliffs anymore. It's like what would you call it? There's like 3 roadways down to the cliff at different heights, down to the beach, and then you got the sea wall at the bottom. It's the best place to go and sit. Right, 2 minutes, gentlemen. We'll be going at 21:30, so 2-minute warning. I'm pretty sure Big Papa and JB will not be arriving, so no dramas. Compo Cafe. Hey, John. Drone experiment. Okay. Yeah, Triple is otherwise engaged tonight. He's already let me know. So. Yeah, 1-minute warning. I think we're pretty much there. Put your qualifying tyres on. Mine are on. Ten-second warning, gentlemen. 10-second warning for the 10-second warning. Right, qualifying. This starts today. It's a 10-minute session. Use whatever tyres you like. Pit as many times as you like. We'll see you at the end. Best of luck.
Good luck, everyone.
So let's see if we can get out the pits and try and get a clear track. Yeah, get out first, which is always handy. There's only 10 of us, so it's going to be not as congested as everybody think. You've got between 5 and 6 seconds between each car to make it really work okay. Full tank of gas at this point, and you're going to burn about 10 laps, so we were looking at the flying car things today, these new drone type cars that they're simulating. Well, they're just helicopters. Why are we reinventing helicopters? You know, it's just another form of a helicopter. It does exactly the same thing, it's just got multiple blades. I really don't envisage seeing them as the transport of the future, because they're just going to be so expensive. In the UK, we can't get the government to allow us to insure us on scooters, let alone anything like that. So it's going to be one of them, isn't it? It's going to be fights for the future, and we're not just going to know what we're going to be driving, and they're going to be blooming expensive. Good evening, 420. So we've got a bit of a traffic jam behind us already. There's a queue. We've just got to wind it up to the second half. This is really all about burning fuel. .54.2 is irrelevant. A decent lap. Somebody's just gone off into the gravel. We are not as fast as we could be. We're still aiming for top 5. No quicker. .53.677 for the fat man. Dreaming of Nutella donuts he is. Keeps himself focused. He's in the pits already. Must have damage. It's the only thing I can imagine that puts him in the pit so early. Damien's jumped up to second. Chippy third. Mikey fourth. We've gone top of the tree. .53.627. Absolutely, the MX-5s are unmodified. They're all absolutely bopped, bog standard, no modifications except for whatever you can change that isn't affected by bop. So you can change wheel types, you can change aero, you can change spoilers, front lip, side lip, etc. We're going to pit the end of this lap. Chippy's gone top of the tree, we expected to see that. 53.352. is your favourite cam review on the car, Jim? So, in terms of what I drive from, yes, I'm driving from my preferred position here, which is bumper cam. Historically, the reason is because there's a lot less for the car to render, so it doesn't render that immobile big chunk of car. It just renders the image, and then it gives me a massive amount more view in terms of where the car's going to be. I can't get my head round the bonnet cam, the one that Super GT uses, whilst it doesn't have a rear view mirror. You can use the radar, but I can't move my eyes away from the track long enough to use a radar. So in terms of views, if I was forced to go to in-car view, then I'd be quite happy to drive in-car view. I think it'd just be limited. The only thing that will limit me would be being forced to sit on one side of the car, whichever side is the driver's side, and also the fact that you won't be able to see the apex coming to the corner, which, hey ho, is the way it goes. We'd have to manage that, because there is a bit of a call at the minute for the better drivers to be forced to be in car, which is a simulator. It wouldn't be a bad thing. So I don't remember that advert at all. Not forgetting I grew up in a different country, and how do we get a penalty there? That's a shocker. Fat man goes top again, Chippy second, Seb third. So we're going to waste the next lap because we're going to be slowed down at start finish, and we're also going to probably just have the one flying lap to boot. So we just got to take it on these tyres. These tyres have got to be the one that does it. These tyres are just hotting up, I think, ready to go. It used to be a time when the 5th, 6th lap was the best lap for your tyres. Now it seems to be 3, 4, lap 3 or lap 4 where you get the best performance out of your set. They've just changed where the temperature is really effective. So our next lap has got to be the good one. Not this one. This one's affected by a slowdown coming to the start finish line because we got a penalty. We really want to try and take that extra point for quali, and then it gives us the run off the front of the grid, doesn't it? But I've not got the best start, so here we go then. So we're going to get 2 more laps. Let's see if we can put something in. Let's see if we can get somewhere there. Try and keep as flat as much as possible. We go purple. It's this part of the track I'm not as quick. Are we going to be any more than half a second quicker? I don't think so. Are we going to be quicker? We do jump 1 place. This is the final lap. Are we going to get a 52 in quali? Is anybody going to set a 52? Did I change up too early? No, we're good. We're still purple. I think think we just lost it just there. We're not going to get that time. We might go second. We might. Oof, didn't see it. No, third. Not to worry.
Two really good laps. And the best one. I'll take that.
That's a decent qualifying time by Chippy. Fat Man is really going well. Mikey in 5th. Good evening, Lee. Right. Let's
Everyone within 1.3 seconds.
get the old screenshots done and posted, then we'll talk about what we see. There we go, screenshots posted. So, with only a 10-man field, qualifying wasn't as busy as anticipated. So, what's the total gap? So the total gap is 1.3 seconds first to last. That's pretty good. 10 drivers ain't too bad. So Ginger Candy just at the back there, just 1.3 seconds off the front. No drama at all. Dutch in 9th, 1.1 back. And then Big Daz just over a second back with a 54. Javs in 7th, 0.7 behind. Damien in 6th, just inside the time, 53.775 versus 7.87. So Damo gets 6th place, just under 0.7. Mikey in 5th, best qualifying performance ever, I would have thought. 0.56. Seb in 4th, just under half a second behind the leader. Myself in 3rd, 0.13 behind Fat Man with a stunning qualifying, 0.92 back. And then Chippy, top of the tree, 53.090. So close to getting that 52. But yeah, great job all round, folks. The extra point goes to Chippy. Right, does anybody need 2 minutes for anything?
Yeah, you might want to know what happened to Fat Man. Who replaced him?
It's Nos, I'm afraid. It's Nos.
Good man, Fat Man. Is that new time trial?
There's a certain time when it clicks and you just learn that little bit more. Right, folks, don't forget to put your new tyres on.
Do we have 2 minutes?
Um,
Break? No.
you can if you...
I'll do it after this race.
Okay. So I just need to check my assists, ABS, DVD. Yeah, we are good. Okay, if everybody's ready, we'll go straight to it.
Yeah, good luck. Yeah,
And I'm hoping the people that aren't in the audio get the understand we're going to go for it. So I'm just going to say 10-second warning.
Yeah.
I don't have the ability to text type that quickly, so we're going to go straight to the start. We are 15 minutes behind, so we'll try and make up some time. So I'm clicking the button. If everybody's got the tyres on, I'm going to click it.
Yeah.
Here we go. So it's a 20-minute race, hard tyres only.
Just about to do that, Damien.
No pit stop required. Hard tyres only. And best of luck, everybody. Enjoy the race.
Good luck.
And it's a standing start with penalties applied. Here we go then, just a 10-car field for today's round. Got my foot on the brake, got my throttle buried. And we're away. Hard tyres all the way. A little bit of a war of attrition. Feels so slow into the first corner. Try not to lift to give the position away to the person behind. Very difficult to overtake here if you've not got it right. Try and get in position to get the run on somebody. You've then got to actually get past, which is a challenge in itself. The challenge here will be trying to be mistake free. We don't need any mistakes. Mistakes will scrub speed. So settle in. It's going to be around about 23 laps, maybe 22. Oh, there's an incident behind. Fat man dives down the inside on Chippy. Chippy let him have the line. That was generous, but he's now got the inside line for the corner. Try and get the double move in here. Try and squeeze Fat Man just a little bit to try and assert my position. We did enough. There was that little mistake by Chippy, and Chippy's lost another spot. Damo gets the fastest lap, 55.23. Damo makes it up to second now. Just trying to press and squeeze the brake, then come off the brake before we enter the corner, and then try and accelerate as early as possible, get the car turned and get the gas down. Don't want the back of the car to slide at all. I want to keep it in line. Fat Man has a little bit of a do. Somebody's slowed down back there. Don't know who that is. We go fastest lap 54.517. Just got to hold this together now. It's all about controlling the pace, not getting excited. Tyres are going to be really good for this. We gear slammed a little bit there. We got a real good run to get that overtake on Fat Man. It's Chippy that's dropped down to 7th place. Afternoon, Randy. It is all about getting this car slowed down early, getting it into the corner and letting it drive itself through it. Fastest lap again, which we kind of expect to do for a couple of laps while the tyres are really good. But 54.4 is a little bit off the pace of qualifying. The natural benefit of people not attending the race is that everybody scores more points as a consequence, because even if you come last, you'll only finish in 10th place, and 10th place gives you more points than 15th or 16th, whatever it may be. So by default everybody does better. Damo is following hard in my wheel tracks. He's closing in more and more. He's taken the fastest lap now. 54.38. He's just taken a 10th off us since the start of the lap, so Pressure's building. "15 minutes remaining of the race." Trying to get that time back up to a second if I can. Maybe Damo's just hit his tyres a little bit hard early. Maybe. Let the back end of the car just wash out a little bit there. Didn't want to do that, but I was trying to turn the car in, so my right tyres hit the curb. As a consequence, we lost a tenth or two. Let's not try too hard. Could be our undoing. And as we talked about the condition of Damo's tyres, our tyres start to just show a little bit of wear, but they're by far from warm. They have a lot of love left in them, I would suggest. "54.278 optimal, but Fat Man now drops in a 54.195, which is a healthy lap time.
Sorry.
We've just popped in a little bit further ahead of... I don't think he's done any more, Lee, to be honest. Fat Man's happy with 37th, but I know he's been on it. I don't think he's beaten any. I don't think he's improved his time yet. He's enjoying it a lot, so I expect him to put more time into it. Hope he can take more time off, that would be good. Damo and me are just concertinaing a little bit. A little bit of hysteresis going on. I pull away one lap, he drags it back the next lap. I got it out to 1.3, and then we haven't really run a poor lap. 54.8, 54.4, 54.4, 54.5, and Damo's took 0.6 out of us, so he's put some fasties in. Look, it goes out to 1.0 again. So, and that wasn't a consequence of us making a mistake. It's probably Damien just running different lines. Yeah, he is racing. He is. Fastest lap, Fat Man. He's putting it together. Coming down to 11 minutes remaining. To 0.9, 54.5. My mind is leaping forward now to the second race, and I'm thinking about where potentially we're going to start, and then anything could change between now and then, of course, as Damo starts to close in us. Got the time down to 0.5, but if we're going to be at the back of the grid for the next race, whether that be on the back row or further up, because if we make a catastrophe here we could well, mess it right up. But we've then got to think about how we're going to get through the field. and also what tyre strategy we're going to use. I think genuinely it's going to be a one-stop race, 40 minutes. Try and run the mediums as long as we dare. Damo's just almost on my back bumper now. It's not the easiest of tracks to follow a car on either, because it's such a single line track. But if you're at 0.2, you're preempting where you are. Fastest lap is still Fat Man's, 54.195. Oh, we slid the back end then. That was shocking. I was trying to carry the pace then, going for my fastest lap of the race, but it wasn't going to happen. 8 minutes remaining. It was our fastest lap of the race, but it's not the best we could have done by any means. Front left tyre just screaming a little bit. Fat Man put in a 53.987, and then we're coming around to somebody. Ooh, back end came around on me then. Is that going to be a penalty? Yes, thought it might be. We got a little bit of work to do now then. I looked ahead up the track, seeing a car in front of us, thinking, oh, got a lap car. Looked up, missed the corner completely. That completely distracted my train of thought. We were doing okay. Got Damo to 1.1, so we've just got to pressure this so that we can lose that half second without a major problem. .1 is back down to 1.0. He's back down to 0.8. How did he get that pace through there? That was shocking. I was able to catch that speed up then. That was tremendous. This is where Damo really is going to try and gain. I tried to time my gear change just right. See him on my 6, just closed the door in time. A little bit of a scare there, try not to make the mistake. The penalty is a distraction enough because that takes away the clean race. My back's kind of sore at the minute. Yeah, I hadn't thought about that till you said. Yeah, it's not. It's still not 100% comfy. I've got to get some foam or something for the back of this chair just to soften it up a little bit. So 4 minutes remaining. 4:33. But it's not uncomfortable. It's just, I think it's because I'm applying so much foot force with my brake, my braking foot, that it's pushing my back right into the middle at the back of the chair. And my back's not used to that, because it used to sink into the foam and the leather of the other chair, which Damo's trying to want to go for that inside line, but I'm not going to let him have it. I'm going to cover that inside line as much as possible. Oh, he's got the pace now. No contact whatsoever through there. That was tremendous. Well done, Damo. My front left tyre is looking unhappy. There's kind of 3, maybe 4 laps left. 3, I'd say. Is that Fat Man caught him up as well? It is, isn't it? Yeah, Fat Man's caught him. That looks like Gandhi in front of us. He's not getting blue flags yet, so no drama. Blue flags just started. And he's pulled over out the way. True gentleman. Damo just went very, very wide out of that corner. Very, very wide, and he got a right run. Damo just lost the back end, cut the grass. He was so quick coming into there. Here's Fat Man. Fat Man's got past him. Two laps remaining. Coming around to take the white flags. Don't do the white flag in British racing, I don't believe. No, he's not waving it, but white lap means 1 to go. Couple of corners to go now, just got to make it a thing. Front left tyres held together. Here we go then. There's the checker. Happy days.
Most of that, yeah. Good race, lads.
Unlucky Damo, good race, mate.
Grass a bit.
Yeah. It's that thing with that car, though. It just has that snap, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's it. The race up, that's what happens to me. But
Yeah. So, interesting stuff. Spin this grid round. Cheers, Lee. Oof. Big Daz. I didn't see myself get past Mikey. I don't know where that happened. Well done, everyone else.
you were ahead of me at the start, Jim.
How did I lap you, though?
Race on the fastest lap. Yes. You
Yeah.
didn't lap me.
You were just... You didn't make the lap time. You didn't...
I literally missed getting onto the same lap as you by
Right.
a second or two.
Understood, understood. Yeah. Yeah.
I caught Chippy at the start and let him pass because I messed my braking zone up
Yeah.
on the last corner. And then lap 13 and 14, I just literally could not keep the car on the track.
Right. Tyres.
No, it just wouldn't stay on the track.
Just want to stay on.
Spinning
Okay.
everywhere I went.
Thank you, Silver. So those two results are posted. Right, let's just have a quick run through the result. If anybody wants to go and take a smoke break, do so now. We've got a bit of a gap to fill. So, we'll change the track. So, 10th place was Ginger Gandhi. He just got lapped just before the end. Mikey just failed to make the final lap. He was struggling with the car, was Mikey. Just after lap 10 or so, it became undrivable, he says. Big Daz finished in 8th.
Well, it wasn't even that. It was literally, I had 2 laps where I just couldn't keep it on track. After
Okay.
that, it was fine.
So dirty tyres then, I guess.
Yeah, probably.
Dirty tyres, maybe. So Big Daz 54.911 for his best lap, just 40 seconds back. Dutch in 7th, a 54.5. 6th for Seb. I saw him have a spin when he was in 4th place. That was unlucky. No, he had an incident with Mikey. Okay, John. Okay, I didn't see that.
Who's that?
Chippy said he had an incident with you.
Yeah, that was where I messed my braking zone up and caught his rear right-hand corner.
Okay, understood.
I put sorry in the chat
Yeah,
on the thing.
yeah. Yeah, he didn't. He's not complaining. He just said race didn't go to plan, but had an incident with Mikey. So yeah, there's Seb in 6th place, some 20 seconds back. Chippy in 5th, 14, almost 15 seconds down, but fastest lap kind of sort of territory, 54.2. Both those 420 drivers. Jabs finished in 4th, the highest 420 driver, 5 seconds back from the leaders with a 54.3. Damo in 3rd, was running his second for a long time, but then just touched the grass and kind of the back end came round on him. A 54.2. Fat Man in 2nd with the fastest lap of the race, the only driver in the 53s, a 53.987. And we won it with a total time of 2016, but not the fastest of laps because we were just pacing ourselves to the end. A little bit of resistance from Damo. Didn't really have to fight Fat Man, but there was a good pass halfway through to take the lead, which I was happy with. So no drama there at all. Right, let's reset this server up. Make sure I can see these images. There we go. Just going to load up the new server. Brands Hatch 2. There it is. That should be practice during 40 minutes. Some settings, just brake. We don't get brake balance because it's a road car, so no drama. And that should be it. If everybody can hit the tick when they get a chance, if they're outside smoking, just do it when you get back. You probably have to change tyres first. Yeah, I always forget that. Chippy missed braking points, says Mikey. Yeah. Car settings. Medium. Green tick. There we go.
Guessing Jim's starting on mediums then.
Sounds like it.
Every race. I'll always start on the mediums. I've tried to work out a soft start, but softs with a full tank of fuel ain't going to really work very well. So you get more out of them running them at the end, I think. The middle sector, if you've got no fuel to put on, that could be really good. So let's do the grid. We've only got 2 people left to join, so go back to the front, to the front, Mo to the back, fat, yeah. Javs is next. Chippy's next. Chippy's not one of the select few. Seb, he's in. Big Daz is there. Just waiting for those 2. Waiting for one. Who is it?
Just Dutch, I think.
Yeah, who have I just let? It's Chippy I've just let in. There he is, Chippy. Chippy's going to in front of Javs. Chippy goes behind Javs. Yeah, just waiting on Dutch. No drama.
He's probably going for a smoke, mate, I think.
In this modern era, it'll be a vape, I think, won't it?
Yeah, probably.
Probably, yeah.
I didn't call Dutch a green tick.
Yes, you did. He's tick and green. Chippy needs to be in front of Javs, is that right? Chippy, yeah, he finished behind him, didn't he? Well spotted. Cheers, Kian. Thanks. I just put him in the wrong place. It's fixed.
Dutch is in now. Rolling.
Dutch. So where's Dutch going? Dutch is in front of Seb. Is he in front of Seb?
He's 4th from last.
Yeah. Alright, if anybody can check that, please, that'd be appreciated. I always get something wrong. Right, is everybody back?
Yeah, back.
So, gonna give it the 10-second warning, gentlemen.
Good luck, gentlemen.
Just make sure you got your right. Make sure you got the right tyres on.
Yeah, tyres.
You beat me to it this time, fat man.
So then, gents, we're away. That's the 10-second buzzer. It's a 40-minute race using mediums or softs, or mediums and softs. Pit as many times as you like, but you must use both tyres. It's a standing start with penalties. Best of luck, everybody. Enjoy it. Let's see where we can get to. There's only 10 cars on the track, so it should be a really good race.
Good luck.
It is then. This is the bit we envisaged. This is the bit we thought about. The bit where we thought, right, this is where it could actually present itself. Need to go as long as we can on this set of tyres. Ooh. Jav's just had the nasty Swinging tail feathers. So what I can't afford to do is to be too easy here and let the front of the pack get away. But what I want to do is be able to manage these tyres. It's telling me 40 laps of fuel for a 40-minute race, so there's a chance we can do it without taking tyres, without taking any fuel, if we can get this right. And that would be hypercritical in terms of saving time in the pit stop. So Dutch has done well just to keep that pace up. Oh, we've got an unfriendly person in the Twitch. We don't get many people in the Twitch, but I did see that chat. There's Dutch just making his way back. Thank you, Wilkie. You're a gentleman. Dutch made a catch there on Ginger, didn't he? We both did. We both managed to scootle through. I wonder how many laps we'll actually complete. Fastest lap of the race with Chippy at 54.32, and Mikey is out front. There's no holding up the pack for Mikey. Mac is doing the bit. Seb's just taking second place. Dutch just held it in on that gravel. Hey, Carlangas. Carlangazgus. That's a mouthful to say when you're driving and trying to read. Ooh, that might be bad. Might be lucky, might not be. Got a long way to go to get up through this pack, so the less mistakes we make, the better. Oh, that was lag. Dutch just shot off to the left of the circuit there, and I thought he was a goner. We've got to try and make a little bit more effort here and try and close it in, put some pressure on the cars in front. We are 5.3 seconds off the front of the pack, which in all senses isn't a massive gap, but one mistake and it could become 10. Oh, there's a mistake up there. Who's that? That's Damo. Damo has run that corner so well today, but I think that's just damage on the front end as he hit the wall as well, so that would be double deficit. I was going to say double bonus for me, but no, it's double deficit for Damo. Mikey out there, 5 laps in the lead, 6 laps in the lead now. So we're just 4 seconds off the lead now, 4.4 seconds. Seb's now in front. Chippy's got past Mikey, so Mikey down to third. Left front tyre's just starting to show. Big Daz takes defensive against the Dutch, but Dutch had the speed, but he's gone wide. That's allowed Daz back the outside line for this corner. We're going to try and profit from this if we can somehow. Now, which one are we going to follow? I guess Big Daz has the best line for the second corner, but we can benefit from both of them. We've got the speed on both of them. It's going to be 3 wide going in. It is. 3 into 2 goes nothing. Oof. That was some pass. Even if I do say so myself, but we had to set that pass up from roughly here. We had to make that happen. Such a difficult circuit to overtake on. Now we've got a gap to Fat Man, so we've got to chase hard. Try and keep the cars behind us. Not overdo the tyres. Not overdo the fuel. Good evening, Sammy. Look how much slower that lap was doing the overtake. 1.5 seconds slower. But still need to nurture these tyres. I can't really burn them. Can't afford to thrash this laps. Got to keep pushing the way I am. Seb's going to stretch that lead out. He's much more naturally fast than Mikey. He's got a couple of more years more experience of the gear levers, so. And Fat Man's already demonstrated how quick he can be on this circuit, so we've just got to keep pushing. Let off the brake early there to try and carry the speed, and the car just washed out. So tyres are looking good though. 10 laps in, almost 10 minutes gone. Just going to try and see if I can make any progress into Fat Man, because he's chasing down Mikey, so there's a bit of a battle going on there. Look, all 4 of them together, not really managing to get away from each other, which is good. They're slowing each other down so I can catch up, but in doing so I don't want to cook my tyres. Just got to be patient. Fat Man's just got Mikey on the inside. .6 down to 4.8 the lead. Mikey's not going to be an easy pushover to get past, is he? Neither's Fat Man. But if they start fighting now, they'll let that lead pair get away. I think that's where the battle is, though. I think that's... Well, Mikey's just had an issue there, so... Can we pick Mikey off fairly quickly? Mikey might just be suffering with a bit of tyre wear, having pushed hard for the first 10 laps. Yeah, he's covering the inside line, so... Mikey doing really well on gears. Mikey's normally an auto, doing really tremendously well. It will come to him quite quickly though, and naturally, I think. So, absolutely, Lee. It's a great livery. I do like a Dr. Pepper skin. Mikey needs to watch out for the way I approach that corner. I'm much slower than anybody else into that corner. That just caught him by surprise. I go really tight into that first apex. My left side tyres are just on the edge. Fat Man's got back with the lead group. Down to 3.7. How far can we make these tyres go? We still want to try and preserve the tyres as much as possible. "31 laps of fuel left." We've got plenty of laps to get to the end of the race. Plenty of laps. Has somebody taken the last braking marker out? Oh, there's Fat Man gone. He was performing a job for me there beautifully. He was slowing those guys down in front. They've now got the opportunity. Nobody's going to attack them. So they're going to race away unless they're going to race each other. We're going to have to chase them down now. Little choice. We need to put the pressure on them. Fat Man still has the fastest lap of 53.928. Practically a whole second quicker than the qualifying. Fastest lap of the race is now ours. .8 to the leaders, and they look like they're doing their best to not fight amongst themselves. Still a very long way to go. 25 minutes left of the race. We've almost done 15. Front left tyre is halfway done. So I think the chance of doing 30 minutes on these tyres is going to be a distant pipe dream. I think we're going to be basically 25 minutes. We're going to try and do 10 more minutes. And then just try and scythe out whatever laps we can. 15 minutes on a set of softs. I think we'll be alright for that. There is some attacking and defending going on. The time looks to be staying pretty static. Mazda's still bashing away at the TT. Don't eat you. You can dominate it, mate, if you just keep at it. Just don't let it beat you. Don't let it eat away. Down to 1.7. Don't let it, mate. Don't let it. Those two boys are doing really well up front, look. Coming up to the halfway point of the race. Running really consistent lap times. Chippy looks like he might have the run, but Seb brings the car over to the right and holds the line. Now he's on the outside, is Chippy. So this is the halfway point. Oh, there's been an incident somewhere. No overtaking, yellow flags somewhere. Don't know what that was. Yellows again. "23 laps of fuel left." We've done 23. We're just past the halfway line, so fuel is extremely tight. We've got to think about fuel saving. That's it, 50% fuel, we're good. We've got plenty. Gave him a little bump on the back bumper then. Couldn't help it. Yeah, I don't need to fuel, I don't think. I think we've got the fuel. We've done well to save what we've got. Pressure's all on them. Let him know you're there. Meep, meep, meep. So Chippy's the first one to brake. What's Chippy going to do? Is he going to try and do softs for 17 minutes? Holy hell. I want to try and do 6 more minutes, well, 5 more minutes I'd say, 5 more laps probably. I'd say he's been leading for 10 plus laps. No, I think softs are a 12-minute. I don't think we're losing time at the minute because whoever's pitted has pitted into traffic. Everybody else has gone in at the 15-minute mark. Yeah, the temperature's dropping down as well, so they may last that long. I've only got 1 more lap to do after this. Hey, hello there over on Twitch. Welcome to the channel. Sorry, I was racing and concentrating. Cheers, my friend. Right, one more lap for us. One more lap. No, I'm not blaming anybody. It's definitely my strategy. It's where I am. This is what I planned for. I got beaten by an early pit on Friday. The person I was racing with left it one more lap, and they short fueled, and one lap later, and they did me in. We're both going in. No, I'm going in. Softs, no fuel. 16.5 laps, no damage. Come on. 16.5 laps for 12 minutes remaining. We're good. No fuel required. Here we go. Are we going to get out in front of the traffic? Coming out? Yes, we are. Just gotta make sure I don't let the overturn on this car and the grip catch me out. This is Brands Hatch Indy. It's the short track in the UK. Where is he? Where is he? He's coming out. He's coming out. We got him. We got him. I reckon Chippy took fuel. Not Chippy, Seb. And Chippy must have got held up in traffic. I need to stay calm. I need to just keep in control of what I'm doing and not over push myself. Damo's gone in now. I think Damo had to pit early because of damage. 10 minutes. Fastest lap of the race, 53.381. Seb had enough fuel, okay. Okay, so he didn't. We just had a better outlap than his final lap. Yeah. No looking at the chat, he says, as I'm constantly reading it. Both sides. Huh. You got 4 ads, that's unfortunate. Ads are done now though. Enjoy the last 10 minutes of the race, buddy. Remember to breathe. I've just got to get this thing to the end. See how it slid on me and I had to catch it. It does that kind of thing. Yeah, fuel's definitely good in it. We're just managing to keep him at 2 seconds, which I'm happy with. Front left tyre is about 25% gone. Just got to manage that. Here's one of those corners that's responsible for that. Here's another one, but it's all about how much you turn the car. If you try and oversteer the car through the corners, you're going to scrub it. So don't turn as much as you think you need to. The car will still go around the corners. But I'm also losing time because I'm down to 1.4. Come on. Stop thinking about it and get on with it. Because Chippy ain't far back, look. 7 minutes remaining. The boot is on the other foot now, isn't it? This is exactly what it was like. But I was the car chasing. Gandhi's pulled over, it's good of him. Thank you very much, sir. They've halved the gap. Six minutes remaining. Maybe 7 laps to go. Seb's got the fastest lap. That's an extra point I'm going to lose. There was that weird steer thing with all the grip. I turned in, the back end came round, I steered back on it, and it continued to come round, and I lost 2/10. Please excuse me. I'm still really quite consistent on my lap times. I really can't kick myself for being slow. I can kick myself for driving on the grass though. Shouldn't do that. Front left is halfway done. 5 laps remaining, including this one. 4 laps after. He's got tyres that are 1 lap better than mine. I'm guessing that's Jabs in front of me, is it? I think. What I'm really... Yeah. These fresh tyres ain't going to be fresh for... Well, they're pretty done by now. Soft tyres are going to burn away really quite quickly. We've just got to keep doing it, as you say. Keep doing what we're doing. Seb's down to 0.6. Jabs is running a tight inside line. He's backed out of it. He's letting it. He knows the battle's here, so he's Good man, he's done the right thing. Ooh, chihuahua. That's complete lack of grip of those tyres. Woo! 3 laps to go. It's a handful now. I think we did the right amount of testing. We found out just where the softs would make it and where they wouldn't. Because it's a cooler evening, the tyres do last a little bit longer, but Seb's on it. Seb's really thinks he's got the chance, and I wouldn't blame him. He knows his tyres are going to be better than mine. Could be some 6 to 7% better based on the laps we're doing. We're going to be 2 more laps, this one and 1 more. So it's all on. Pressure's here. Total pressure. See if we can do it. I'm not saying a word. That's so unlucky. So unlucky. He just caught the gravel with the left-hand tyres. Unlucky. Got flashing fuel light. 4.4 laps to go on the fuel. Chippy's still somewhere near though, isn't he? No, Seb's managed to recover it. Chippy's backed away. Chippy was on a lot of laps on those softs. Lee. We know we're on to the final lap. White flag. Such a difficult race to do a one-stop. Really push both sets of tyres to the limit. Big Daz. No, don't do it. Don't do it. I'm not. I'll celebrate when I get to the line, because this is hard work. This was hard fought, and that was just unlucky. Here we go then. Double victory. Victory in the first race. Victory in the second race. Didn't get fastest lap in either. Didn't get the fastest on quali. But yes, that's it. That's the first double victory of the season for me. Happy days. The semi. No. Wowzers.
I've still got 4.5. I was 0.3 on the last corner.
Oh.
0.2 for the straight.
No penalties. Yeah, good race.
0.1 cross the line. 0.1 cross the line.
Thank you, chaps. Thank you. Oh. Yeah, I didn't know how it was going to work cutting through all the traffic, but people nicely did get out of the way, and I don't mean that in a... They did literally get out of the way.
Well done, Widow.
Thank you.
Well done, Jim. Yeah, well done.
Oh, that was tough. That was tough.
Happy with 6.
Mikey got 6th. Let's save this, and then
And crossed the line.
do the bit.
On 0 and got the extra lap, so I finished on the same lap.
Let's put them in the group chat so everybody knows where they are. There it is. So Chippy just pushed his tyres at the end a bit too much. Yeah, I think you had a long rate there. Jimmy Smurf in the lobbies. No, that as you know, it's a fake A+. It's not real. I haven't defended my A+ in a live lobby, have I? I got A+ and quit out. But that's the way it is. Yeah. So, Big Dan, then, 2 laps down, 54.055 with his fastest lap, which isn't slow considering quali was a 53.9 something. So that was pretty decent. Ginger Gandhi in 9th, 54.6, 1 lap down. And Javs, saw him spin early on in the race, didn't we? He spun on the very first corner. 53.868 for the fastest lap for himself in 8th place. Dutch followed him for a few laps. 54.16 on his fastest lap. Again, he was one of the racers 1 lap down by not completing the final lap. Mikey finishes in 6th, first time fully on gears. 36 seconds down, so just over half a lap down, with the bestest lap in the 53, so he's up there with the fast boys. Well done, Mikey. Damo definitely had a spin and some damage, I think. 30 seconds down in 5th place with a 53.4. Chippy in 4th place, as he said, just back up there. He bust his tyres a bit at the end. I think he did pit a bit too early for them final set of softs. But still did well in 4th place. Fat Man managed to get past Chippy to take the final seat on the podium. The 53.465 fastest lap. Yeah, they were. Yeah, so nice job, Fat Man. He was only 10 seconds down on the leaders, so it was a good chase. Seb unfortunately spun out on the final lap. Well, 2 laps to go. 7 seconds back, which just relates to the spin. Fastest lap of the race, though, goes to Seb. So he gets the extra point, 53.189. And today's winner of both the first and the second race, the 20-minute and the 40-minute, is yourself. 40 minutes 22 for the full race time, with the fastest lap of 53.381, which I think is probably the second fastest time, isn't it? It is. So we weren't far off that point. But great racing, everybody. Thank you very much. Shame it was such a small field, but that did make it much easier, that race, without all the traffic. So 30 laps Damo did with front end damage. Christ. Yeah, he couldn't sacrifice that time though. 5th place, not too bad. Yep, so great race, guys. We'll get those results posted. Anybody got any issue with that race? You got any complaints about my driving style, or whether I bumped you, knocked you off the track or anything? Just send me a personal message and we'll deal with it. Same for anybody else. If you've had an incident, you feel you've been wronged, do let me know and we'll fix it. They are the rules for this process. I'll only react if you send me a mail saying that you've had an issue. So right, let's change the track. What have we got for next week, do we think? What do we know we've got for next week? Where is it? It's one of these, isn't it? Track list. This one. There we go. So we are at Nürburgring Sprint.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Nürburg Sprint.
What's that for this?
For this, yeah. I'm going to put this up now so people can save the settings.
Nice.
I released a banana skin, that's what it is.
I'll save him, but I'm not doing more practice.
I bet you are, Sammy. I bet you are. That started you on your internet campaign, your road to the YouTube. So look back on that one with a lot less venom than you currently have. Right, what am I trying to do here? I'm trying to set the track up, aren't I? Edit event settings. Load settings. From every small acorn does a big tree grow. Where are we going? We're going to Germany, aren't we? There we go. And it's that one. Make sure that's not set anything else. No, I know there's no venom, pal. You said you were angry. I don't know if you heard it. I don't know if you heard it when you left on Friday. But I do have some kit knocking about if I can help you with your path to streamer. So if you want to see some streaming kit that will get you streaming for a little outlay, just to get you on the road, give me a knock and I'll let you have them. Like USB microphone, a streaming catch card, that kind of thing. That one. So if you want to save a couple of quid, try something out, see what you think. You got partnered with YouTube today. Excellent. Well done. That was much quicker than me. So, yeah, today's the anniversary of my affiliate with Twitch. So, have you started on Twitch yet, Sam?
Is this Group Tree, lads, or is it...
No.
Yeah, this is the Roadster.
This is the Roadster, so... Yeah, no worries, bud. So, guys, get this one saved, because this is the setup for next Tuesday. And, I'll then change it to Friday's track, which is going to be... We're at Sardo, aren't we? I've already got Sardo set up, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Everybody got that saved?
Yep.
Yeah, you do. But Twitch... A lot of people started streaming on Twitch before the last 2 years, and that's where a lot of the current stream crew really started. They built up an audience the hard way through Twitch. The difficulty with Twitch now, if you start on YouTube, is you really have to have all the gear to be able to do it. So, has everybody got that saved?
Yes.
I'll now load up Friday's track.
Nice.
There it is. So, yeah, I found Twitch not particularly hard work. It's just it's difficult. Twitch. It's I say I've been an affiliate now there for a year, but I just have no following at all. People are watching other channels, or I really should just turn Switch on for the sake of turning it on and not really expect anything from it. But I've never had a check from Twitch. I've never had nothing. So if I'm not earning anything, what's the point? But I suppose in terms of growing the audience, it's there to be watched, and it's a better stream, to be honest. It's better quality. So it's the way it is, right? Too twitchy. Hey, let's change car. We've got to change car, haven't we? Yeah. And we've got to see what this jalopy will go like. That one's 761 brake horsepower. This one's 478. Yeah, we'll take the 478. It's on hards. One that's got all the tyres. No, it's the wrong car. It's the 700 brake horsepower one we want. Let's go. Right, let's put a couple of laps in. Good night, mate. Good racing. Yeah, I've not found Twitch to be terribly... It's not... I'm the wrong type of person for Twitch. I'm not the kind of person that people watch on Twitch. It's a more youthful Twitch, in all honesty. The ones that are going to be doing anything with it. You get a lot of complaints about the adverts on Twitch. To be honest, I don't need to run the adverts, but I run the adverts because the affiliate program says I should. So I just try and stick by the rules of what the affiliates are being told to do. Because the idea is you're generating revenue for yourself and for Twitch. So it is what it is. If it doesn't pay, it doesn't pay. What can you do? It's not costing me anything to stream to Twitch at all. But holy Chipotle, look at that, that's rubbish. Nearly squeezed whoever that was behind me. Yeah, I suppose the other thing is you don't let Twitch being poor become a distraction. I mean, when I first started streaming, I took a week off work and did some 12-hour-long stream days for a week. I did Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, half a Thursday and all of Friday. And I got really quite a good viewership. Guys that... I probably had 30 or 40 viewers in the afternoon because this group of guys joined who were school teachers or college lecturers. And they were doing their marketing afternoon Twitch. And they were watching my racing and what I was doing, so it was like, oh okay, they were quite cool. But I've never seen that group of guys again because they finish at 5 finishes. So that I'm streaming at the wrong time for that group of people who were kind of my age and into motor racing, because they've got families and wives and kids. They're not going to do it in the evening, are they? So I'm not saying the guys that are racing here aren't. The guys that are racing here are a different cult. They're a different subset of society. They're not Twitch watchers per se. They're more racers rather than YouTube racers. They're more racers rather than watchers. So the guys that are watching and taking part today are the thing. I just know an audience that is going to be watching Super GT and Rory. Got that appeal to get them over. So mine's going to be a long haul. It's a bit like, I'm going to be a bit like Dave Cam, if you know who Dave Cam. Dave's an iRacing kind of guy. He's Group 4, Group 3 racing on iRacing, and he has a particular way. He's really nice, pleasant chap, but he's not Super GT. He's not cool, trendy. He's more of a relaxed, chilled out kind of dude. And different appeal to those guys again. So YouTube is what it is. The thing I'm as a hobby, it keeps me interested. Never happened. Yeah. Yeah. That's unfortunately, that's what it is. It's the 420 boys have said they're not interested in lobby comms. Yeah, you'll get the Aussie viewers in the morning. Yeah, that's where I met, I think, people like Nathan, etc. They were watching in the morning. We used to have a couple of Aussie racers join us in the racing in the evening. They'd get up really early in the morning and join us for the race Friday night. Yeah, this is just a hobby for me. I know it's not going to be massive. If it's going to tick along, it's going to do stuff. It's going to pay for my kit. It's going to do its thing naturally. I've got 1,300 videos. I mean, there's 2,000 of those watches a day. So it does a bit. It does. I just want to make sure I keep paying back those people that invest in the channel. So there'll be more videos coming over the next couple of weeks. Well, there's going to be 100 videos coming, isn't there, with the rerun through the license tests. So that'll get some more current content. I've done a lot for the last couple of months, I must admit, with the holiday and Christmas and being a little bit under the weather coming back from holiday. So we'll get stuck back into the videos and get some content up for people to watch, and we'll have something every day for the next 3 months, I think. Whether it's a video every day or a stream, whichever one. We'll just pump it in and see what we can do. And they ain't watching Neighbours or Home, no way. So, for those people that don't know, this is one of your great grind tracks. This is one of those tracks that you're going to earn credits on as you're making your way through to level 50. Or until you've collected all the cars. It's not my popular one, it's not my most favourite. It's got an interesting race strategy where you're racing like the GR. You're racing GR cars or GR4? You're definitely racing a Viper. The GR3s. The Viper's really hardcore, and he's absolutely, Sam. Just that's what you do for Mrs. Nake, yeah. Bit twitchy. Running the front end with damage as well, aren't we? So it's not really the best test, but we know it's going to be medium softs, don't we? That's the way it's going to be. Bounce off the wall, happy days. Oh, stop looking at the clock, you nugget. I was looking at my optimal time thinking, where's that in relation to anybody else? I'm miles away. But it's going to be a few miles, this track, isn't it? With a lap is going to be low. Yeah, cheers my friend, appreciated. Yeah, it's 4,000 sub weekend, and then I think it's 2 years affiliate today with YouTube, with Twitch, so a couple of anniversaries going past, which is good. March the 22nd is 3 years of Gran Turismo, which is cool. 3 years of Gran Turismo 7 at least. And I can see why people are getting a bit long tooth with it. It's the additional content has got a little bit weaker over the last 6 months or so. You know, there hasn't been a lot to keep people more interested in the game, I must admit. No new track of any sort. I'm going to go in and put mediums on. Got half a tank left, haven't we? Not been on it a year yet, says Lee. Still loving it then. Still at the like I was going to say honeymoon period, but I was looking for something more vulgar to suit Sam. But still licking the sweat off its bosom, I think I was aiming for. Yeah, I should be playing other games by now. I should be really expanding my play sphere. I've got them all. I'm just not interested in any of them, unfortunately. Evo was such a massive letdown that it's been in development for so long and it's been released in such a shonky state. It's got plenty of promise. The next big update for them will be multiplayer. And if we can get a multiplayer server going for a Saturday, and there's enough people with it, they're going to have to be PC players though. It's not for a PlayStation audience, which is a bit of a shame. Yeah, it seems to be. It does seem to be popular. I think their last update, update 155, actually the physics aren't bad. I feel it, I understand it. I'm not questioning what it's doing. It feels better than prior. You can control the car that little bit better. There's a little less unpredictable snap. Still haven't turned the hell pads off, but I suppose because the big change was last time. Update 1.47 was the big change, where we were questioning what the hell setup, why the way they have, why the physics the way they are, why I react the way they do. I suppose with this change this time, it's more similar and we're used to it. Don't have to ask the question as to why the game is the way it is. But I definitely think the last update was positive, apart from wiping the leaderboards. I think so, Sam. You would be able to do incredibly well, I think, with that. Just demonstrating how fast a controller guy could be. Try and pick up that audience that aren't really going to be focused on a wheel. I'd say so, Sam. I'd say so, definitely. Mediums now. No, you take care, buddy. Most of the 420, I say most of the 420s, at least 50% of the 420 guys, controller drivers, and they're blooming quick. Did you guys? For controllers, very good. No, the Mazda licenses. Yeah. I'm still way off fastest lap on this. Way off. Outbreak, self-good, ABS. No, I'd say you're probably right, Sam. Very few people, if any well-known ones, wouldn't have done controller guides, I reckon. It'd be interesting because you're going to need to have a camera on you and a camera on the controller, aren't you? To show people what your inputs are and how your dexterity works. So you're thinking about a 2-camera setup there, I think, which would be interesting. Easy to do. The only thing is you'd need a dual USB system, and I know that sounds simple, but you can only run one USB camera through each USB hub. So you'd need a PC that has 2 USB hubs, which is interesting to do. I thankfully have 3, but a laptop will normally only have one USB hub. Yeah. The thing is, Sam was as fast on controller, he's on wheel. And I just can't do it on control. I haven't got the mental capacity to do everything in my brain that it needs. I ain't got it. I'm too old for that jazz. Yeah, I bet he has. Sam's fast enough to get up in circle and rotate himself around. He's fast enough to give the guys a challenge, and I'm not, so I just won't ever get there, so. I know, ashamed of, and it's not bad to talk down about my knowledge or praise. I'm just real, just, yeah. Oh no, I'm not, so. Muscle memory advantage. I think you're right, Wilkie. Youngsters today, I mean, they've grew up on it. They grew up on it, haven't they? I started on a controller when I was like 23. Controllers weren't a thing before then. These kids grow up with a controller from the age of 6, 5, 4, 3, whatever. You know, it's they have a massive advantage. I mean, Sam's barely out of nappies, really. It's a definitely lose that reaction speed. Honestly, I haven't had the opportunity, my friend, but I will find it. That was a text from somebody saying, have you found your live? I'll go and we'll get it today. I'll get it when we close down. I just haven't had the opportunity. It's work, etc. I should have done it last night, but I was doing video stuff. Do it, mate. Do it, John. Do it. Feel free. If you want any footage, mate, give us a nudge and I'll upload it. Unless you can get it from download the VOD from Twitch. I don't know if you can. Feel free. There's no drama. If you can get the footage, feel free. If you can't get the footage, give me a message, I'll send you it. Like I say, my microphone cuts out every now and then, does it? I'll look into that, thank you. Oh. Oh, I wonder why. Oh yeah, there's a button where I've just pushed that turns the microphone off. I didn't know that. Headphones. Yeah, there's a button. Turn back on again. Dick. Aren't I a knob? Anyway, yeah. It's back now, should be, shouldn't it? That's because there's a button that turns the mic on and off. Yeah, it was me, I turned it off. I wonder if I do that. I wonder if it's me. When I go and push my headphones back on, I wonder if I'm knocking it off. Probably am. Me and technology. Well, I'm pretty slow here, aren't I? Looks like we're going to be aiming for top 5 on Friday. For 46 optimal. I'm about a second away from the fast guys. I'm actually 2.868 away from the fast guys. I'm changing down to too low a gear. And this isn't the fastest car, must admit. That's alright, Mikey. You're somewhere around my point. There's two schools of thought on whether the BRZ is any good. Because I've won races in this BRZ for this league. And that's saying something. Now if that's the BRZ or me, I'd rather think it's the BRZ. I'm not really hitting the optimal line here, but brake too late. Some people said this car is really, really good. And then as we noticed last, so slow on the acceleration and top end, but cornering it's absolutely awesome. Mikey's got a lot more pace than last season, he certainly has. He's going to go leaps and bounds. Mikey Cyrus, yep, that's the one. He did. Very good, Damo. Mikey Cyrus came in like a wrecking ball. Beautiful. Yeah, with pierced nipples and everything. Deliberately. Trying too hard. Yeah, it's not very great and soft. Just about done 1,000 miles in this thing. Oh, me back. Me back. 998. That's where we're at, mileage. Tell you what has changed though with the new seat is my seating position's much better. I'm more middle of the monitors. I've got my wheel tipped up. I just need it closer to me now, the wheel. But that means bringing all the monitors closer, and I don't want to bring the monitors any closer, so I've got to get wheel extensions. $100. That'll have to wait till Easter. the Easter fairy will come along. Too late. I didn't turn late enough into that corner. Too early. Yeah, no one knows. You made a good joke there. Lucky Cyrus. Then Damo helped really put the full picture in my head. Oh, I've just bounced off that apex. Pull the full picture into my head, didn't it? Oh. Yeah, well, yeah. She should be. She's paying for it. Not true. YouTube will pay for it. What have we got left? So that was week 3, wasn't it, of the Mazda Cup? We're halfway through, so we really should start to be getting a picture of who's going to get where and who's going to get what. A couple of drivers have missed some weeks, so that's going to keep it interesting with the balance of points. I don't think I've really had a bad week yet in the old Mazda Cup. Yeah, could have got a couple more points. Only just missed out on fastest laps. Quali I wasn't too brilliant, but don't think I was ever going to be. The Mustang's out the window if I'm going to buy a new house. All that's going through the motions at the minute. New house on the horizon. Just waiting on this couple that are supposedly buying ours doing all the legal things correctly. They're dragging their feet. We're 2 weeks into it and I've heard nothing from their solicitors at all. Sent all the stuff to our solicitors. They were the ones push. We want to move by the 31st of March, yet they're not doing anything. But that's just me being my impatient self when it comes to that kind of stuff. And then it's all waiting on solicitors. But if it comes to moving house and having 600 quid a month going out on a brand new car or a used newish car, the old people aren't going to be happy with me having 2 cars, a car payment, and well, all the things we've got. So the car's just gone on the back burner for now, but give it a couple of months. But it won't be a Mustang, I don't think. Not with the way the government's looking. It's going to have to wait till after like the 31st of March, definitely. Let's get this budget out of the way that she's going to do. Sometime, is it mid-February she does it? Late February? They do the budget. We'll find out how they're going to penalise us on road tax and bits and pieces. We already know there's £5,000 road tax on a Mustang. Anything with a V8 engine is going to be in excess of 5,000 road tax for the first 4 years. I'm planning on buying a 3-year-old, so my first year of road tax will be £5,000. I can't afford a Mustang at that point, so. But I'm definitely not going electric, not a chance in hell. I looked at the Renault 5 electric, it's not got enough power, it's 0 to 60 in 7 seconds. Not doing it. The Alpine 190B is 0 to 60 in 4.4 seconds. That's better for a Renault 5 chassis, but It's only 260 mile range. It's like, what? Come on. At 260 mile in a car, I'm going to have to charge that every day. March 20th Wreckfest Early Access. Well, there's another 50 quid spent. No. A Mustang is worth it, but not with those tax charges on top. Can't afford it. It's going to be something like a BM 4 Series 2 litre petrol or diesel. It'll be a Renault, no, a Renault, never. An Audi A6 Avant, S-Line, maybe an S6, trying something like V6 diesel or something. The V6 twin turbo won't have the AdBlue, so it would be worth getting one of those if there's any on the market at 3 to 4 year old, but I generally don't think they're building them at the moment. So, well, they're not building them because they stopped building them, but what I mean is I don't think there's many on the market because people have got them and they're going to hold on to them. Because the Cat 6, or the Euro 6 as it's called now, so that will get you cheap money through the tunnel and across the channel and various places. But I've got to have a bigger car than the Mini. I realised my back right tyre's bald today. Just ordered some new tyres today. So there's no point buying tyres on a car and then getting rid of it straight away. Unless I put tyres on, but I've got to drive it for a couple of weeks. So give it 6 weeks, we'll see where the house move. If the house move has gone through and it's all done and dusted, then the car can come along and we'll just have to make a choice what we do. Good night, Damo. Good racing today, buddy. Unlucky. Cheers, man. Take care. All the best, bud. Have a good week. I'm still well slow, aren't I? Well slow. Got work to do here. Yeah, so I don't know about other cars there's potential for, but I like the new 4 Series from BMW. I think it looks quite good. I really like the Land Rover, but there aren't any available less than 40k. Stupid money, and you've got to be careful with the first ones because they've all got dodgy engines. So no. Yeah, so those the Land Rover's got a right problem with them, but I do, and they're holding their price. Stupidly, I don't know why. 45k for a 4-year-old Land Rover. It's like, whoa. Yeah, Sammy's is slightly different now. Sammy's house is a rental that he's moving on. It's the right thing for Sammy to do because Sammy's a landlord. He's got 3 or 4 properties and he's going to get hammered with tax. But it just, I've never ventured into the landlord process. We had the opportunity just as we got this new mortgage to put this up as a rental property and buy another house and use this as a collateral. But this is such a nice house. It's a big 4-bedroom detached with an integral garage, 4 full double bedrooms. Downstairs is extended. We've got a conservatory on. It's not a conservatory. It's more like a green room. It's an orange room. It's got windows all the way around it, sliding doors, open plan kitchen. It's really nice. But to put that on rent, maybe 1,300 quid a month, and come back to it 6 months later to find it trashed, I just couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. So the way it is at the minute, I just generally think the best thing for us to do is just get moved on and get rid of this house to somebody else who's going to love it, and move into somewhere smaller for me and the missus. That's effectively what we want to do. Just somewhat smaller, so more compact. At the minute, it's either me upstairs and the missus downstairs, or she's gone to bed. And she's still 3 rooms away, so it's one of them, innit? It's just make your choices, do what you want. You know, we did the right thing about, well, it's 7 years ago we've lived here. Bought this 7 years ago at Christmas, and the idea was to buy a house as big as we possibly could, make something of the house, and we've done it. We've extended it. We've made it an A+. Yeah, down in Surrey, 5k rent. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but we've made as much of this house as we possibly could. We don't have to move. We can afford where we're living. My wages, my wife's wages, they're all good enough to keep us going. It's just, do we need to live and knock about in a 4-bedroomed house? I don't think we do. But then I've got this problem of having a whole double bedroom with computer gear, 10 monitors, a race rig, a desk that's got stuff on, a tower PC case. It's too much. I just need to scale it back. But I've got another room full of push bikes. I've got a garage downstairs full of car. It's, you know, I'm one of those people that just buy stuff, and it's the way it is. You know, we go with it. But I must admit, a lot of the stuff I've bought I've never really used. Got a set of golf clubs that don't play golf. Yeah, you're right, Seth. I struggle to understand. I saw Sam's house on the video the other day, and I thought it looks really good, and he must have had some good tenants, you know, for a house to look that good. And it's fully furnished. It's American fridge. He's got sofas on the go in there, and leather sofas, recliners, etc. All looks very good gear, you know. And if people have rented that and used it, he's done well. But I know he's selling the place, and it's got to look good. But I'd hate. You're only taking, what? If I'm renting it out at 1,300 quid, I'm taking a 2,600 deposit. And 2,600 doesn't go far when you've got property in there like a fridge. It's £1,000. You've got washing machines and a tumble dryer. It's 600 quid. You know, you're very quickly getting to the point where, to cover any damaged walls or leaking pipes or whatever that they've just done and not bothered to tell you about, you know, you're then into masses of money. Unless you go the full insurance route, and it costs you a packet, then there's no point renting. So I don't know, it's brave to go and rent and do that kind of thing, and I'm just not that brave kind of person. My missus has said to me, let's do it, let's go and buy a row of terraces. Because we could go and buy a row of terraces. 5 terraces in townhouses is going to cost you around about, I don't know, 250k, and you could rent them out at whatever, a row of 5 of them, and then 6 weeks later you come back and 3 of them are a drug den. They've had the walls knocked in and they've got pipes running through them, and they're growing cannabis in the adjoining lofts. Then you're screwed, aren't you? So, yeah, I don't know, it's a brave world. Some people have got the cojones to go and do it, haven't they? Me, I'm not overly fussed. Did he say Gemma owns property that she is selling as well? Who's Gemma? Gemma must be, who's Gemma? Gemma is Mrs. Snake. Between the two of them, I'm sure they do. Sure they do. Seth, it's Mrs. Snake, yeah. We don't know Mr. Snake or Mrs. Snake by any other name. Mrs. Snake. Yeah, it's the way it is. I'm done with driving today. My back hurt. Oh, yeah. I'm arched into this chair, and I need to sit back into it a bit more. I need to get one of that foam kits and get the expanding foam thing done so that it nestles my back a bit. Or I need to rock it back a touch and move it forward. I think I'm at the extremes of it sliding forward. I can't... the levers down there, I can't feel it. But and to see Javs. Oh, Mikey's still thrashing that Nissan round. But yeah, I'm not brave enough to go landlording. It's yeah, I wouldn't sleep at night. I generally wouldn't. So what's next then? Right, I'm going to be finishing the stream in the next 10 minutes. Friday night or Saturday night we'll do the next free members, 5 free memberships. Yeah, absolutely good luck to them, yes. We'll do free memberships Friday or Saturday night. I don't think I've got many tickets, so tomorrow night, Thursday night, I'll be doing videos for the channel. There'll be license test videos, and we'll be doing the usual try and get gold in the most explanatory way possible, and then we're going to try and chase our way up the friends list, and if we can, see if we can hit the top 10. The first video was made last night. I've got to upload that at some point. I say made, I did the footage. I've got to oh, unlucky Mikey. I've got to put it all together and edit it, put the front and the back end on, and then post it. So that'll be tomorrow night, I would have thought. And then you're going to get a video every day or a live stream for the next 100 days, I would think. And we'll give you the opportunity, if you want to, if you've got that spark left for the game, is to try and go ahead of me maybe and set your fastest times if you want to, or wait till I've done it and then you try and beat my time, like we did on say again, Mikey. Very good, very good. You drive around with the old, you're on the old auto drive, aren't you, at the minute? Yeah, yeah. Yeah. In auto. Manual. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'd wean yourself off that gear indicator. It's well wrong. Hang on a sec. Lee, Tidgney did his pleb of the week today and you were in one of the races. Oh. Did Lee star? Luckily he says I wasn't one of... I can't do that. I race with people I call friends. I couldn't do that. I don't do the racing with the... I won't say it because it sounds vile. No, I'm not going to, no. I think I have some really quality opponents. They really push me to my limits. And some days they're better than me. Some days I'm better than myself. But today, I just managed to get the advantage. I had the luck on my side, I think. It was well worth it, I think. It was decent. But, I'm going to try and slip some other content in very soon of other games. Going to try and see what we can do. Might as well do a Horizon video, hadn't we? Might as well do a Horizon on the PC and see what it looks like, and potential for it coming over to PlayStation 5. I say all this and I never end up doing it because I run out of... I talk myself out of it, but I should do myself a nice little plan of what videos to do and what stuff I should be using. Because I've got a Xbox membership at the minute, haven't I? Probably only got a few days left on it, but I've got Horizon on Xbox, so be worth playing. I think I actually own it rather than it's on the Xbox. I think I bought it on Xbox. But thank you, Seth. Appreciate it. It wasn't easy, but I suppose if you come up with a plan, not that I practiced, I just had a strategy that I knew would kind of work. Oh dear. So Lee was a bit worried. He was in one of those A+ lobbies where he missed his breaking point and smashed into a known A+ player. Oh well. Yeah. Yeah, I don't have the appetite for that kind of destruction, I'm afraid. Difficult. I know I'm the entire opposite of what people should want for a YouTuber, I think. I don't knock around those circles, and maybe I should. Maybe I should change up and do it differently. I don't know. But right, folks, I'm running out of things to say. I've got to go to the bathroom, and there's no point me going to the bathroom now and coming back. So I'm going to knock it on the head for tonight. But thank you very much. Appreciated. I generally appreciate the support whilst I'm racing, and the support you give me to cheer me on to get me to the end. So thank you very much. We'll see you on Friday night for some more, and in the week you'll see some videos. So all the best, people. Take care. Good night, and we'll see you on the next one. Goodbye for now. Good night, Wilkie. Nightly, Seth, whoever